Shalom Yasharallah, this is Yeshaya coming back at you with another car chronicle. In this car chronicle, I wanted to discuss, I was having a very profound conversation with an Israelite sister, because one thing I'm a sucker for is profound conversations where deep points, really like deep things are being discussed. And one of the things that we discussed was how a lot of people that leave this faith, they really don't leave because of the doctrine. Because I notice a lot of people will find something in the doctrine to dispute and say, oh, see, but it's the way people treat them. It's the way a lot of brothers and sisters get treated in this truth that makes them leave. You want to know what congregations keep their members the longest? The congregation that shows love to its people. Why do you think the elders of GMS have been together so long? Because they love one another. Why do you think HODC 12 is as together as it is? Because I talked to brothers that were in that congregation, or that have been in that congregation or been around that congregation, and even brothers that are in the congregation. And universally, they say that's one of the most brotherly camps I've ever seen. Brotherhood, I'm not going to say is anywhere near as important as keeping the doctrine intact and being accurate with the doctrine, but brotherhood is extremely important when it comes down to feeding the sheep and not offending. Like the best way you can operate in this truth is being brotherly and sisterly and caring about one another. Because Yahweh Shai commanded us to do that, commanded us to care about one another. You know, this is a sister, the one I was talking to, she only been 3 years in the truth. You know what I mean? But she has such a mature spirit. You know what I mean? And that's why we were able to have such a profound conversation. You know, you have to have, like, you have to grow spiritually. You know, I've seen a lot of guys that are 20 years in the truth can quote every scripture in the Bible, but the way they live and the way they represent the truth is so embarrassing sometimes. And people actually call these motherfuckers elders. You actually have people calling them elders, man. I seen recently a video of an elder, I won't mention him by name because it's not personal, an elder crip walking on a damn Ukraine flag. An elder, somebody that actually gets called elder, crip walking on a Ukraine flag, and he doesn't see nothing wrong with it. Matter of fact, the brother that posted it and the brother that's in the video, I had a conversation with both of them where we disagreed, and it was a brotherly disagreement too. So it wasn't, you know, F you, and you know, no, it was respectful. But and that's how we really should be, man. We should be like the scriptures tell you. You know, we were once tender and delicate with one another, man. We were respectable with one another. You know, you can disagree without being disagreeable. Like the sister believes in the Friday, sundown, Saturday, sundown Sabbath. I believe in the lunar Sabbath of the lunar cycle. But you know what? It's peace. She's not trying to indoctrinate me. I'm not trying to indoctrinate her. I educate her of the differences if need be. You know, because she was wondering probably why I'm playing Madden on a Friday night. You know, and that's why, because it's not Sabbath. It's not the accurate Sabbath. You know, but I didn't tell her accurate Sabbath because then that's a challenge. I don't want to challenge you. You know, this is what it is. And, you know, you practice differently. And, you know, Lord willing, one day they'll see the difference. I'm not going to, because she's under another camp, I'm not going to sit here and try to, you know, sway her. You know, that's what you and your camp believe in. I am not going to sit here and try to turn you against your elder and stuff. No. You know, but the main thing that we have to be mindful of in this truth is that once you actually grow up, you realize that there's a whole purpose. It's not just about being accurate, because there are so many guys, so many brothers out there that teach the truth accurate, but do they live the truth accurate? No. It might sound corny, but you have to live this thing. You can't just go out in the streets and preach it. You have to be about it. Don't just talk about it. A lot of men talk about it. They're hearers and speakers of the word, but they're not doers of the word. They don't have mercy in their heart. You got men that are in this truth with their Hebrew name means no mercy. Their Hebrew name actually means no mercy. When your Hebrew name should really mean more mercy, like it should be more about mercy. You know, because we come in this truth and we become WWE characters. We come in this truth and we're cold and we want to be hard and we want to be angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I had my angry phase, man. I'm not. I deal with too much depression in my life. Y'all wouldn't even fucking fathom. Because y'all that see me on the camera, or those of you that follow me on social media, think everything, you know, like I make it look cool and shit, and I make it look easy, but trust and believe, I'm a fucking wreck a lot of times. I don't need to add to me being more of a wreck by just making myself angry at everything. And I think in the truth, that's what a lot of us do, is we make ourselves angry. You know how many times I'll be watching videos and I'll be watching motherfuckers be fake wilding? They be getting fake angry. I done seen a motherfucker get mad while he was talking. Nothing was happening. He was like, "You're gonna kiss missiles." He went out of nowhere. He was normal 1 minute. Then he's gonna say, "You're gonna kiss missiles, bitch." I was like, what the fuck am I watching here? Men got anger issues, man. We gotta let all that shit go. We know that we're angry, that we're living in a society. We're constantly reminded of reasons to be angry. And I don't have no problem with that. But what I have a problem with is a lot of times that spirit of anger and violence comes out towards one another. And it might not be physical violence, but it'll be like just brothers being dismissive and not actually loving one another. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Like I notice, like a lot of y'all are just really dismissive. That dismissive is the new love, right? Love, there's no love in this world now. What's taking the place of love is people being dismissive. Oh, if you ain't in this truth, then bye. Go somewhere. Get away from me. You know, and that we can't be like that. We have to be mindful that this is a soul that may be confused and may be going through something. You don't want to throw that soul out. You don't want to cast away that soul during that person's lowest moment in life. Because you got to think about something that would make you leave the truth. It has to be one of the worst, most defining moments in your life. And you wouldn't want that person to go around telling the story that they cast me out when I was at my lowest. We can't do that. That's not brotherly. That's not brotherhood. We have to practice brotherhood. What's going to give us a leg up on the Pharisees? They kept the law perfect. You know what will make our righteousness exceed theirs is the brotherhood. Brotherhood in and of itself is what would this is dangerous. Brotherhood is what's necessary here. Of course, you know, you have to be accurate with the truth. The accuracy of the gospel, of the teaching, should be paramount. But right up there with it, as far as importance, is brotherhood. Because otherwise, without brotherhood, you don't go to camp. And when you go to camp, you have to be brotherly while you're teaching. Everything's not about, oh, you're going to die, you're going to die. No, you warn them that they're going to die if they don't change their ways. But I fear that a lot of brothers that preach a death and destruction gospel are going to receive the death and destruction because they are not upright in their spirit. We have to have upright spirits, man. A lot of us don't have it. A lot of us are really lacking in brotherhood. A lot of us are really like really lost when it comes down to actually caring and loving about. It sounds corny. You have to love your people. You have to love your brothers and sisters. Like, we miss that part of the scriptures completely. And we say, we do videos cursing out one another and be like, you bitch ass worthless piece of shit, but I love you. This is the rebuke of the script. No, nigga. That's not love. Oh, you a damn nigga and you worthless and you're gonna die. But you know, this we just made a video rebuking them and trying to get them right. No, you did not. You did a video pushing him back to Satan. You did a video discouraging him because he's going to go, whoever that he is or she is going to go back and they're going to tell the story that my people turn their fucking backs on me and you know, they don't love me. That's the story that's going to be told at the end of the day. And that's part of the problem with this truth. We have to actually change the way we think. We have to incorporate more mercy, incorporate more love. That's how, with that mercy and that love, coupled with the accuracy of the truth, that's what's going to conquer Islam and the Christian church. Being right and exact and having that love for one another. That's what's going to make us more perfect than the Pharisees, than the Christian church, than the Muslims, than the Nawabians, the God bodies, all of that shit. You want to be better than them? Incorporate everything that the scriptures say. Not just, oh, yeah, you know, the missiles are going to come and destroy America. Of course we know that. Of course we know that that's the future of America. But how do we get there? How do we last till that time? Without offending one another, without hurting one another. Love, mercy, patience, charity. How many brothers are charitable? Charity don't have to do with money. Charity could be, look, man, you know, you need a place to stay, come stay with me. I got an extra room. I can't do that for somebody because I don't have an extra room, but, you know, for those that do, buy a brother a meal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do something for a brother, like, you know, or sister. And do something for the sister without expecting nothing in return. Because a lot of you niggas whisper all up in a sister's ear. Whole time you just a thirsty nigga. She trying to get the word. You know how many stories I've heard of women that laid down with men just because they were teaching them the word, but those men were just being thirst buckets? And then you get mad when Israelite sisters come in this truth and they don't sleep with you. They don't even give you the time of day because you're one of them thirsty niggas. I have a policy. I stay away from the sisters. I stay away from the sisters because, you know, it's just better that way. It's more peaceful. You don't get no fucking rumors. You don't get, oh, that brother smashing that sister. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I have a few Hebrew Israelite sisters that we're cool, we're friends. You know, but I make sure that everything is on the up and up. You know, if they're in other congregations, the leaders know. Or if it's just a phone friendship, because I have a female Israelite that we've been friends and never met before. You know what I'm saying? And she's not part of no congregation. You know, but, you know, brothers out there, it's okay to be kind to an Israelite woman and not want to fuck. I know some of you are hard up for some ass, and it's hard for you to understand that concept, but it is possible. But anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom, and I hope this was uplifting and you know, edifying. And with that, I'm gonna say shalom.